full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. And at ground level, here they come. A cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. Bringing them out to the second overall pick back in 2015 out of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
They've got a man in motion. Ready? Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Set, hut. 50, green.
Back to throw, Mariota. Finds Isaac Tislan, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled there by Mike Green.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tislan, the man in motion.
Red, 38. Hut.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Bengals get to it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Mustang 19. Panther 60. Panther 6. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey.
Play action now. Daniels buying some time right. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early, but put a fear of God into this defense.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
All right, go. Set.
Throwing off the play fake. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Here's the design run. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Back now, pressure coming. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Ready.
Mariota. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
Come on. Set. Hut. Go. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete to Christian
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. Now Daniels off the play action. Headed out right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Escapes the pocket. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
Rolling on 1st down, Daniels. On the run, deep down the left side. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
2nd down carry for Achane. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 670 Timberwolves. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Well, they were
18-yard
thinking at
line.
least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this.
Opposite.
Back
Green.
for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They have second and pretty long here.
Blue check.
Mariota to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Back ball 80. Steady,
Out of the gun, Daniels. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
60 Vikings.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Daniels hit, he lost the football. The Falcons bring it in. At the 20. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
Bengals 7.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Worthy now to return it. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And this drive would be a win if they could just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Daniels now on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Brought down by Fred Warner. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
And 6 at the 41-yard line.
Back at 60. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Daniels. This one falls incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
19 Tiger. 9.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cougar 19. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
At the 3-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
18, 5 in. Let's go. Trap throw 80, cup 19, cup 19. Ready, rep.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Daniels now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot.
He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead.
Bengals 14, Falcons 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Check pink.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Black clock.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Take it off with it again. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the
Now Mariota. To the right, he's got to Slaw. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
Check pink.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
16 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down.
Opposite.
Back to throw, Mariota. Downfield, and Slaw has it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That goes for 32 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Set.
Working now from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Yellow.
Going long for him here. He's going for it himself. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bengals with one final possession now in our opening half. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here.
Ready up.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Come on. Shot 60. Shot Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll drop this down to Achane. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Lions. 18. Pioneers.
Daniels on first down. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Hurt. Rig alert. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw, Daniels. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
18 Cardinal. 18 Dragon 60.
He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
Back to throw it. So less than a field goal separating these teams. After our, we'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bengals send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Second half begins with a run by Achane. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So first down from the 41. Now Daniels to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And this one doesn't go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He rolls to his right. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. And downfield, and he finds London. And He's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8.
Falcons 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
10 seconds.
Back to throw, Mariota. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Crashes through a tackle. And he gets it forward to show about a yard out of that. Here's Darian Porter in on the stop.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's good to McConkey. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Opposite. Green.
Algier will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock, add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
All right, go.
Mariota to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that gets him back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bengals send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
That's the kind of yardage yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So we're through 3 here. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Derrick Henry getting him on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds his back. Achane. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
They're going play action. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
And that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready?
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Mariota. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Mariota now. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah. And the pressure's there. He goes down. The sack denies them the 2-point conversion. Well, the decision's pretty clear here, partner. You got to take the shot at going up by a field goal.
Yep, all about the odds here. Increasing the odds that you're either leading or tied if you get the ball back.
And either way, you're prepping your defense to cling to a very small lead.
Either way, that defense is clinging for this situation to go out and show out.
The Bengals send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And with Achane here out of the gun. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Here we go, here we go. 7-5, 19, Charger, 19.
We look to throw it. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. On his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket. They're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Achane can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Another for Achane. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals jump in front late. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage. Here he is to throw. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Looking to throw it. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Setting up to pass. Stepping up, and he's going to run. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Has it down close. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Daniels. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, it would have been a great catch. That was a great effort. That brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Okay, break. Panther 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Daniels back to throw. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Cup 19, 2. 79 Broncos.
Here he is to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down, Bengals.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Again, Daniels to the air. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. That throw intended for Drake London. And that'll bring up second down.
Pass all 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Daniels is going to throw again. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. From the left hash, about 31 yards out.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end. But they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.